Good afternoon, children. Today you will revise chapter Refraction and Dispersion of Light, because for online test to be conducted on 10th, your portion is chapter Refraction and Dispersion of Light. Now you should know what is refraction of light. When light passes from one transparent medium to other transparent medium, it bends. Bending of light is called refraction of light. The reason of this refraction of light is that the speed of light in different medium is different. The speed of light in vacuum is 3 lakh kilometer per second. The speed of light in air is approximately 3 lakh kilometer per second. The speed of light in water is 2.25 lakh kilometer per second. The speed of light in glass is 2 lakh kilometer per second. The speed of light in diamond is 1.25 lakh kilometer per second. So you see that the speed of light in different medium is different. Therefore, when light passes from one transparent medium to other transparent medium, due to change in the speed of light, it bends. So, you have seen what is the cause of refraction of light. Now, children, you will see that what is optically denser medium and what is optically rarer medium. If you compare two media, then the medium in which the speed of light is more is said to be optically rarer medium, and the medium in which the speed of light is less is optically denser medium. Now, what is refractive index? In this you will see what is absolute refractive index. Absolute refractive index is the ratio between the speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in the given medium. So, you have seen that refractive index is a ratio. Now, what is its unit? It has no unit. Now, what is relation between refractive index and optical density? If the refractive index is more, the optical density is also more. It is directly proportional to optical density. Now, what are the rules of refraction? There are two rules of refraction. First rule, when the light passes from optically rarer medium to optically denser medium, then due to decrease in the speed of light, it bends towards the normal. This is first rule. Second rule, when light passes from denser medium to rarer medium, it moves away from the normal because the speed of light in the rarer medium increases. So these are the two rules of refraction. Now the next topic is, why does a pencil appear bent in water? Now if you take a glass tumbler, you fill it with water and you put one pencil in it, you will see the pencil bends. This is due to refraction of light. Similarly, you can see the pond appears less shallower due to refraction of light. And if you take an empty cup and you put one coin in this cup, you cannot see, but when you fill it with water and you can see the coin seems to be raised up. It is again due to refraction of light. There are so many examples where you can observe refraction of light. Now you will see refraction of light by a glass slab. It is rectangular glass slab. When ray of light is passing from rectangular glass slab, you will see the ray is passing from rarer medium to denser medium, so it bends towards the normal. And this ray is again passing from glass slab to air. Again, due to increase in the speed of light, it moves away from the normal. So in this picture, in this diagram, you can see the incident ray, refracted ray, and the emergent ray. The ray that is coming out from the glass slab is called emergent ray, and emergent ray is parallel to extended incident ray. I will show you all the ray diagrams. Now the next topic is dispersion of white light by a glass prism. When it was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton in 1686, when a white light passes through a glass prism. A prism is a triangular glass block. Now when a ray of light passes through a prism, then it splits up into 7 colors. This splitting up of white light into 7 colors is called dispersion of white light. Now, why this dispersion takes place? The dispersion takes place because the speed of different color of light in air is same, but the speed of different color of light in material medium is different. The speed of red color is maximum and the speed of violet color is minimum. So you can see in the diagram that violet color bends maximum towards the base of the prism and red color bends minimum towards the base of the prism. So you have seen that dispersion of white light takes place through a glass prism. Now Sir Isaac Newton had performed one more experiment in which he had taken one other prism and he had kept this prism opposite to the first prism. Then he found that all these rays, they again combined and they constituted white light. So all these VIBGYOR, which represents violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, all these colors they combine and they form white color. This is called recombination. Okay. Now the next topic is why rainbow is formed. It is due to dispersion of light. You know children, after the rainfall, if the sun shines, then some water droplets are suspended in the atmosphere. And when light falls on this water droplet acts as a prism. So white light splits up into 7 colors and we can see we can see the rainbow in the sky, in which we can observe different colors which is arranged like Vibgyor. So the formation of rainbow takes place due to dispersion of light. Now lens. Lens is a transparent medium bounded by two surfaces of which one is at least spherical. There are two types of lenses, convex lens and concave lens. Convex lens is also called converging lens and concave lens is also called diverging lens. Now there are 3 special rays. You will see children that firstly you should know all the definitions of the lens like principal axis, principal focus, optical center, center of curvature, all the definitions you will memorize. Like what is optical center? Optical center is a special point on the principal axis through which when the ray passes it remains undeviated. Now what is principal focus? The rays coming parallel to principal axis after refraction through the lens, either they converge or they diverge from a point. That point is called principal focus. What is focal length? Distance between focus and optical center is called focal length. So you will memorize all the definitions. Now there are 3 special rays that you had read children, that when a ray is coming parallel to principal axis it will pass through focus, and if the ray is coming through optical center it will remain undeviated. Similarly, if the ray is coming through focus, then after refraction it will be parallel to principal axis. Based on these 3 special rays you can revise all the ray diagrams of image formation by convex lens and concave lens. In convex lens, children, you had seen that in all the cases the image is real except in one case. The image is virtual. That is very important. You may be asked in the question, mention the case in which the image is virtual in case of convex lens. So you can draw the ray diagram after putting the object between optical center and focus. When the object is kept between optical center and focus, the image is virtual, erect and magnified, and it is formed on the same side of the lens. Okay, so the image is formed on the same side as the object is. जिस साइड में ऑब्जेक्ट है उसी साइड में इमेज भी बनता है, और बाकी सारे केस में इमेज अपोजिट साइड में बन रहा है एक्सेप्ट दिस केस. नाउ which type of image is formed by a concave lens? A concave lens always forms virtual, erect and diminished image. Now, what is the application of lens? You can write lens is used in photographic camera, it is used in simple microscope, compound microscope, and it is also used in telescope. Okay, now I will show you all the Thank you, children.